Welcome back to episode 57 of Talk and Dribble. I'm Ben. This is Jakey, as per usual in the studio. How you going, man?
Good man. We're back in the studio, back in the original studio again. Well, actually, no, the second original studio.
Yeah,
we did a flip last week, but now we're back here, comfy chairs, kicking back.
That's it.
Nice and relaxed.
Massive week of footy, massive week of local footy. Big shout out to the Riddle boys. The ones got up in Romsey there. Beats Macedon by 5 points. Crazy game, came from behind.
Oh yeah, big time.
That was a great game to watch.
Absolute scenes.
And Josh Grabham, he's the skipper of that team and who actually provided us with the Talk and Dribble big hats. So shout out to them.
Respect. They had a big few days by the looks of it. Our sister as well played netball. Got a dub in the B grade, which was huge. So local footy, local netball, just good weekend for it. I think we copped it the hardest though, standing on our feet for about, what do you reckon, 5-6 hours? I think that was the toughest thing.
That was like 9:30 till like 6.
It was crazy. And I'm telling you, I think we were the most sore out of all of them.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure. The bevies made it.
They made it a bit easier. But no, good weekend. And then the AFL took care of business as well. Look, I was a flat individual Friday night.
Yeah, I think there's a big elephant in the room. Bro,
every week it gets tougher.
It's like a reverse curse, whatever it is. Whenever you chat Hawk, the better they get.
I think I might just keep them out of my name for the rest of the season. Like, I'm just not even going to say their name because why would I? So, yeah, look, wasn't ideal. Adelaide, full-time pretenders. I actually was thinking about this. This could set them back quite a bit. Like, they worked so hard this year to get top spot and literally put themselves in a position to go home final, grand final. And now they went bang, bang out. Look, what could this do for them in the future? Could that just play a bit of a mental game on them?
No, I think that's a bit of an overreaction.
Is it though?
Like, at the end of the day, they went from, 15th to 1st, which is the highest jump from a year ever. So there's definitely big takeaways, great takeaways. They've got a good list. Obviously, the impact of Rankin is huge, and him not being in the team. Their attacking style of football just wasn't the same when there was just the big key forwards up there. They didn't really have anyone to pick up the scraps. But no, they still have a lot to take out of the season. Like, they jumped to first in this really competitive league. And obviously, to go bang, bang out when both games are at home against especially like the 4th seed and then the 8th seed in Hock is, not ideal.
That's what I'm talking about. It's like we saw how tight-knit it is, and then even Pups, we missed out with 14 dubs, and then you're expecting some teams to get better next season. It's a very close margin league. Could that be enough to just throw them off a bit? Like, that is a big mental thing. You work so hard all year to get top spot. And it wasn't even like they played well in the finals. Absolute two stinkers against Collingwood and Hawthorn.
Yeah, they did not win.
Destroyed at home.
They didn't win a quarter out of both games.
It's brutal. And your best player, the bloke who everyone thought would be All-Australian captain, could be a Brownlow medalist as well at the end of the year, didn't really rock up. Your unicorn in Riley Thilthorpe didn't really rock up. This backline we've been raving about all season and could have had 2 All-Australian backmen, didn't rock up.
Josh Morrow was really good in that second game. Yeah. Mark Keane probably had the worst game of his career, honestly. He was
Ryan Gardner back there.
Yeah, bro, he was giving Ryan Gardner vibes. Shout out to Gardner, got VFL Team of the Year.
Good job.
Stay right there.
Don't move. Bevo sees that, his eyes.
Do not move. Holy shit, Bevo, don't get any ideas.
No, he's already locked him in for next season.
Bloody hell.
So who needs Cal Wilkie when you got Ryan Gardner in the 2s?
Hey, VFL Doggies are in the grand final this week. Good luck to those boys.
Yeah, Sunday 2:15. Sunday 2:15. I think.
At Etihad at Marvel. So that'll be a big game against Southport. Quick one as well. Adam Trelaw, 1 year deal. 1 year deal. He's back.
Love to have him back.
Yeah,
love to have him back.
Stoked.
Yeah, a little round of applause for Ads. Been a tough year.
Hope he sees this. Love you, Adam. Anyway.
No, huge. He's just racking up like 40 and 3 every game there. It's crazy. He's taking the piss.
All the highlights, it's just Adam.
It's just Ads.
Who also played well. Founder of Duck Golf.
Anthony Scott.
And
some good footy.
Like 40 disposals.
What's he better at, golf or footy?
Got a good swing.
Did you know they're actually following my personal TikTok account?
Your personal?
They're my personal. I don't want to say that we're tight, but look, probably pretty tight.
Have you posted anything on your personal?
I haven't posted a thing. I think it must have been a slip follow. It must have been I followed them and then just actually
because I followed them on our Talk and Dribble TikTok and then they viewed our profile and didn't follow us.
Fuck. Been hit with that a couple of times. Joel Frazier viewed us.
Yep.
Kai Lohman, I think.
Did notice that one.
There must be something we're doing wrong.
Yeah. I don't think we've been followed by anyone.
No, Ollie Gill commented, didn't follow.
Yeah, Yeah. Chloe Pink commented on our TikTok.
Were we talking about the Pinkster? Was it most likable bloke?
Yeah. Something like that.
All right, see, there must be something we're doing wrong. They're viewing, they're not following. But obviously I'm doing something right on the personal. Maybe the less we talk.
The less active.
Yeah.
The less shit
better
takes.
content is.
Anyway.
But no, tune into Duck Hook Golf. It is quality.
Yeah, it is quality.
Anthony Scott, I think he could be a better golfer than footballer.
He's a
It is impressive.
And then Oscar Baker.
Yep.
Handy.
Dale on the left.
Bailey Dale.
Yep, quality.
Lobster's been there a bit. Latham was on it the other day. Anyway, back to Hock v Crom. Does Jai Newcomb have the biggest nuts in the league?
Right. Actually, well, speaking about that, he does. He does right now, but you can only compare him to one bloke, and we saw it yesterday was Brandon Aubrey's field goal.
Oh.
I'm like, who has bigger nuts? Brandon Aubrey?
Shaking his head behind our Giants fan.
Can't do that to me, boys.
Sorry, I know. Yeah, NFL's back and back in a big way. Cowboys got their first win, and
100%.
Brandon Aubrey, 64-yard field goal to tie the game, and then kicks the game-winning field goal in overtime.
It's the audacity from Dallas. They throw one pass to get in field goal range, and they're like, look, we could run it up the guts or make another play to get closer. Like, you know what? We're 60 yards out. We're going to just get Javonte Williams to run 2 yards just to get in line for Brandon Aubrey because he's sinking this from deep.
He's sinking it. He's a hack. He is literally cracked.
It's crazy. It was
Best,
goated.
best kicker in the league.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, there's Chris Boswell, but Brandon Aubrey, bro.
He has big nuts as well.
He got 23 fantasy points as a kicker.
He'd be high scorer player this week.
He'd be my high score player. Currently down to 50.
But yeah, no, so seriously, that is the question. Jai Newcomb or Brandon Aubrey?
It's a big question.
Big question, but
yeah, no, how good is Jai Newcomb? Honestly, got to
Four
give
games.
him his
4
props.
games.
He's putting himself in the upper echelon of the competition of players. Like, obviously, performing throughout the season is massive. He didn't have his most consistent season, but Hawks, especially in that midfield, had injuries. And obviously, Will Day being out, there was a big load for him to carry. But in the finals, that's when you see who really are the best players in the comp. And this man, 4 games, and every game he's the highest rated player, and against good teams.
Quality
He
side.
smacked our midfield around last week, smacked Giants midfield around. Obviously, Adelaide, they just had no one to match up with him. I felt bad for Berry. They chucked him on there in the first 5 minutes. Jai Newcomb had 5 centre clearances, and it's just like,
Crazy.
right, like Berry's half his size.
It is impressive. Oh, because the thing went around early, midway through this year, it's like, if you tag him, you can take him out of the game easy. Like, nah, bro. He's a big-time finals player.
He's
Big-time
massive.
finals player. So hats off to him.
And a few other notable performances. Josh Ward thought he had his best career game.
Yep.
Over 30 touches, kicked a goal, was just massive. Massive. And who would have thought Josh Ward would have a better game than Jordan Dawson? I thought Sam Butler was great. He was really good. Jack Gunston, obviously, 5 goals. 5 goals, 3. Bro, the guy wasn't even in the team at the start of the year.
It's just taking the piss.
He was in the emergencies. Now he's an All-Australian and he's playing even better in the finals.
Absolutely taking the mickey.
Thought Lloyd Meek was great.
Yeah, big Lloyd.
Absolutely bashed Riley O'Brien.
Big Lloyd,
Made
bro.
him look
Big
like a
boy.
little
Yeah,
bitch.
Riley O'Brien had a poor finals performance because I thought he had a good year. He's been pretty flat these finals. So, yeah, that team that won on the weekend is doing okay. They're doing all right. They're doing okay.
Right. Okay. Genuine question. Could they win it all?
Who?
Could Hawthorn win it all?
Not a chance. Bro, Cattery, I don't know which way to go. I don't want to curse the Cattery, but then it doesn't seem to work for Hawthorn. So I'm just going to stick on the Cattery. Yeah, Cattery's going to win by like 1,000 points on the weekend. Cattery are taking the piss. I think we'll see Jai Newcomb's worst game. The Wizard will do an elite magic trick by disappearing. Jack Ginnivan won't touch the ball for the first half. Gunston will kick 0 goals 5.
Okay.
And
They're coming off a semi-final win and you're just bashing them.
Good on
You're
them.
just bashing them.
Good on them.
Bro, the more you
Gary-
say this, the worse it gets.
Why are you doing this to yourself, Jackie? You just said you're not going to mention their name.
Bro, literally a minute after the siren sounded, we had our TikTok just flooding with comments. That bloke, A-Man, he comes for you. Or he comes for us.
Yeah, I think he's got a bit of a crush on us. I'm just trolling him on TikTok now, man.
Bro, he just...
Yeah, he's a big fan or a big hater. Yeah.
Well, we're known. We're known. That's the thing. We're known
You're
as
caught in
the
the
Hawthorn
crosshairs
haters.
here.
I'm just copping your flack.
Literally every comment, it's like, these are the guys who said Hawthorn wouldn't win a game for the rest of the year. I'm like, bro, Benny's getting stitched up
I feel
right
like
now.
I've been very
extremely
supportive of the Hawthorn Football Club.
Yeah.
Not that I love them, but
how could you?
You just give them nothing.
That's one thing. I just don't know how someone could go for him. Blows my mind. But
we are getting a lot of feedback around it.
A lot of feedback, but I stand by it. I think the biggest game of the weekend is Box Hill. I don't see them in the VFL Grand Final.
Yeah, Footscray smacked them because they had no forward line.
Absolutely cooked them.
Oh, sad. Coming out of that game,
Yeah,
Luke Bruce, ACL, MCL, done for his career.
For his career.
He's retired him. Oh, no. He's retiring, isn't he?
Yeah, he's retired. He's done. He's cooked. Poor guy.
Anyway, should we move on to the second game? Lions v Suns.
Big game.
Big Q clash. Lions just looked a different breed to the Suns. It was a nice story for the Suns to get their first win as a club in finals. Definitely, it'll be a big milestone for them going forward, and they can just keep building. Obviously, if they were probably to progress, it was probably a year too early for them. But Lions showed all year when they have a shit game, they just bounce back. And
exactly,
bro, like they're just stacked everywhere.
I was just watching them, because I was comparing their list to ours. I'm just like, bro, we just don't have a Cam Rayner or a Zach Bailey or anyone like that can just turn a game on its head. Like they don't need much of the ball, but bro, Cam Rayner looked like he couldn't be tackled on the weekend. And it was like, does a bloke hit harder than he does as well? Like, I was like, they've just got special talent all around the ground. Harris Andrews is just a wall.
Yep.
Dane Zorko, bro, watching that on the weekend, you're like, how's that guy not an All-Australian this season?
Yeah.
Bro, his kicks, he just took the game on and literally starts their run from the half back down to their forward line. Will Ashcroft, I literally reckon that's the best game I've watched him play. I don't know, other people might not see it, but that's the most impactful I've seen him be. Looked like every time he got the pill, he was making something happen. Looked like he had a heap of time and just, looked very, everyone's going to start being like, oh, you're glazing him, but looked very Dacos-esque, just like a quarterback looks Mahomey. That's it.
Right, the glaze is crazy. No, Will Ashcroft has arrived. He was great.
He was quality.
He probably hasn't been back at his best all year just with this stacked midfield.
It's tough.
He stepped up, and in the absence of Neil.
Haven't even mentioned Josh Dunkley.
Yeah, I was going to mention him.
I beat you to the punch. So there we go. Josh Dunkley.
Hope Dunk sees this as well.
I know. Hopefully. They big talking triple fan?
Definitely.
Who isn't?
18 tackles. Record.
Yeah, literally.
Record.
Insane. Oh, Matty Real as well. To pretty much do Matty Real's a tackling beast, and he's been an absolute unit. And Dunks is like, you know what? I'm actually him. I'm actually that guy, and just absolutely took him out of the game and set the tone and was a freaking god.
Well, we copped flack for not having Matt Rao in our top 10 players for the remaining in the finals.
Yep.
How's that going?
Everyone's like, how's John Newcomb in there over Matty Rao? Well, John Newcomb looks pretty fucking good in his first 4 games, doesn't he? So, and this is coming from me, the biggest Hawthorn hater of all time. So if John Newcomb's going to be in there, he's obviously doing something right. So, yeah. But, no diss to Matty Rao, though. We love that man. Hopefully we'll see him in the red, white and blue in 2 years. And we'll see. But hats off to Gold Coast. Great year.
Yeah,
great year of
great
football.
year. Lions, continue on. And, to have a Collingwood, Brisbane, Geelong and Hawthorn prelim teams. So what? The Premier's going to be one of the 3 most recent Premiers or Hawthorn, who, have a bit of success in recent years. So it's not going to be a new Premier. Mm-hmm. But, okay, out of the 4 teams, who are you actually going for?
Who am I going for?
Who are you going for? And then who do you think will win? But who do you want to win?
Going for Brisbane.
Yep.
I think Geelong will win. I think Geelong just looks so rock solid. I think it will be a Brizzy Geelong grand final. Yeah. But I think the Cattery look just, if they go into the weekend and just take the piss against Hawthorn, I think they'll nearly be unstoppable, because I feel like most of the year, as bad as Hawthorn, they had a rough start not rough start, but that little midpoint through the year, they looked pretty rough. Never felt like they'd just be getting cooked though. Mm-hmm. And everyone knows I'm not a big fan, but it's if you can actually just look super solid against Hawthorn and pretty much have the game under control the whole time, you're a hell of a side, which the Giants didn't do and Adelaide didn't do. If Geelong can do that, I think they'll be cruising towards a flag, but I hope Brisbane win. I want Brizzy to win.
I back, from a Hawthorn-Geelong perspective, I back Hawthorn's backline more than I do Geelong's. I just think this core of Battle, Barras, Sicily, Scrimshaw, and then Blake Hardwick doing a job. Impey, and then you got Amon on the wing there. They're ball users as well. I just like they're so solid down back. And Geelong, there's been games when Jezza has had quite, he's been
Yeah, but then it
He's been
doesn't seem
quiet.
to matter. We kind of underestimate Geelong every year, I feel
Oh, I
like, and
know.
they're still just goated.
I don't
Battle
know.
of the geniuses.
I
The
think
past and present genius in Chris
Yeah.
Scott, and then the kind of present future genius in Sam Mitchell.
mm,
So who's the better coach?
who's the shitter bloke?
Bro, big
Should be
news.
interesting.
Big
Should be
news
interesting.
out of Cadinia.
Oh,
Holy
don't yell at me,
nuts.
Chris. I'm blind. What?
Crazy work.
Crazy.
Chris Scott lost a lot of fans. Dangerous week as well to be doing that against and going up against a team like Hawthorn with the pool they have in the social
Yep.
media game.
Yep.
Holy nuts.
Chris Scott could be the shittest bloke in the AFL.
That was poor.
We obviously don't know details.
Yeah, it's been
like we
taken.
do, but we don't know what's true or not. I swear. I think Caro was talking about it last night.
No, seriously.
She popped up my phone and anyway, you never know what's true or not.
Legit, it could all be made up, but we're running with it.
But yeah, Chris Scott cracked it at a blind reporter or
That's the thing. It
Poor
makes it
guy.
tough. You're nearly making me root against you,
but then
which is crazy.
But then he cracked it at the female AFL employee for allowing the blind man into the interview. Is that correct?
Is that right? Do we have
I
our
think-
sources
I
out
think
there? I
that's-
think that's what we have. I
That's
think
not kind of the gist of
I
it.
listened to Goz talk about it, and I'm pretty sure that's
Well,
the,
that's it on a
gist.
simplified level.
Yep.
But Chris Scott, there's some truth in there.
Mm.
Moral of the story, Chris Scott, shit bloke. And it just gives me
Does
bad
his-
vibes for Geelong.
Does his classic drops like a bombshell, but then he'll probably just be like, "Oh, but doesn't really concern me."
Yeah. I hate the
Like,
AFL and
they're
everything it stands
allowed-
for. The
they're allowed.
umpires are terrible, but doesn't really concern
At the end
me.
of the day, it doesn't really concern me.
Yeah.
It's like, right, we know what you're doing, Chris. We know what you're doing. But seriously, brutal stuff. Then Baz is flipping birds even more.
Yep.
Absolute just scenes coming out of Cadinia. So
And Sam Mitchell doesn't give a shit. He'll meet with anyone he wants. He'll probably meet with someone this week. It's prelim final week, and he'll be like, you know what?
like,
Christian
Baz,
Petrarca.
Yeah.
Come over here.
goes to one of the Cadbury players. Do you want out? Come to the Hawk. Seriously. So yeah, bro, true geniuses, two blokes that have done some questionable things this season.
Yep.
It's going to be quite a game. And then you got Baz. Geez, some personalities in this game. Baz, Ginnivan,
Yep.
the Wizard, bro, Jez. It's going to be impressive. It's going to be absolute scenes. Hopefully Cadbury by 1,000 points.
Let's touch on the games. Give me your prediction. Give me your margin.
Mm.
And just like maybe a key thing that'll happen
All right.
each game.
So Brizzy v Collingwood.
Mm.
Start us off. I've got Brisbane by 7 points.
7.
7 points. Nice and
Yeah.
close. Close game. I think what's a big thing that could happen? I reckon. Why did my mind just go to Eric Kipwood just doing something? Why can't he be on the field?
He's not playing.
Get him on the field. No, I reckon Dacos will have a legacy game. Reckon he
But
could
they lose.
but they lose.
Okay.
So he could literally go for like 40 touches and a couple of goals, and they'll get done. It won't be enough. Brizzy will get over the hump. Maybe Cam Rayner or Zach Bailey go nuclear. But
Okay.
yeah, I reckon Dacos legacy game, and somehow they still lose to Brisbane. Brizzy
All right.
by 7 points.
I think if Brisbane win, it'll be by like over 20. I think they'll win. They'll kind of run away with it. But if Collingwood win, it'll be low scoring,
Scrap
just
fest.
scrap fest because Collingwood, they've hardly scored over like 80 points in the last 2 months.
Mm-hmm.
But their defense is so good. So if any defense can stop this Brisbane forward line, like your Rayner and your Bailey, a lot of pressure on Logan Morris as that key forward. I really think whoever has more of an impact, and definitely from an intercept perspective, out of Harris Andrews and Darcy Moore, would go a long way.
Mm-hmm.
Because I think both of them are just brick walls. And Darcy Moore, especially in finals, he's been insane.
He's stepped up.
He's one of the most highest rated players in finals, apparently.
Right, he
which
comes
is
a lot of
very
flack.
good.
I think when you're the captain of just the biggest market in the league and the most hated side in the comp in Collingwood, as soon as you do something half average, geez, you're gonna get some hate. And then he plays good football and still no one's bought in because he's the captain of Collingwood. So that's gonna happen. Like you plug him on like pretty much an average side that doesn't have a big market. I reckon people would rate him actually more than they do right now because he just gets so much hate as a Collingwood player. Like, bro. Oh, we did our start bench cut. Everyone was saying, like with Dawson, Anderson, and Dacos. And I nearly think everyone who responded was cut Dacos. And I'm like, are we serious right now? Literally arguably the best player in the comp, and you're cutting him. So they cop a bit of flack, but
That is
sometimes
just
it's well
crazy.
deserved.
Anyway, I think Brisbane are going to win.
Yeah.
I really do. I don't know. I don't like this. When you win that first final, it's just like week off, win, another week off. and then you play. I feel like it's just too
Two-stop start.
inconsistent. 2-stop start. Okay, Cattery v Hock. Margin.
Got Cattery by 18 points.
Okay.
Nick Watson doesn't touch the ball for the entire first half.
Okay.
Yep. Keep an eye out. We're on ball watch with Nick Watson.
Doesn't touch the ball.
Doesn't touch the pill.
Jeez. Tell you what, he looks dangerous when he touches it.
It does. Just doesn't happen much.
I've got. Oh, are you saying
No,
chat more shit?
No,
Are you just digging your hole even more?
Should stop myself.
Okay, well, I've got Hock beating Cattery by like 5 points. Close game, but Hock, I reckon they're going to come out of the gates firing again.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if they have a really good start, but then I reckon Cattery will just settle the tone a bit. And I think they're just the more well-refined team. I think they'll just take charge. Jez is in for a big game, I reckon. He's going to bitch all Australian Josh Battle.
Jeez.
So
Bro,
all
Battle,
Australian.
you saw. He doesn't. The key position players, the best forwards in the comp, could not score on him this year.
Well, Jeremy Cameron, Tom. Jeremy Cameron. Shannon Neal, I reckon, could be in for a big one.
Shannon Neal.
It's always the secondary forward. Watch him kick 3 or 4. Take charge, danger, take charge.
No.
I reckon.
The Charles Royce is in for a big one.
He will also not touch the ball for the entire first half. He won't even be down there, so Cattery.
Well, you fully expect Mullen to go to Newcombe, and that'll be interesting. If Newcombe gets nullified, it's like, okay, well, it's up to Ward, it's up to Warple, and then you got your Massimo on the wing, Amon, bloody Chuck. It'll be interesting to see what they do with Josh. Not Worrell. What's his
Josh
name?
Ward?
Josh. No.
Who are you talking about?
What's his name?
Wait, who are you talking about? For Weddle?
Weddle. Fuck, Josh Weddle. I always say Josh Worrell. Josh Weddle.
He plays for Adelaide.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, they're out.
But no, I got Hock. I got Hock winning. I reckon it's going to be a Hawthorn-Brisbane grand
Is that
final.
what you want? Like, do you want a world where Hawthorn's playing in a grand final?
It would be funny to see the fallout with you. Just like you copping it. But then it's kind of us copping it because I just get thrown
This is
in.
on you. You have the ability to stop me from saying these certain things, and you.
Bro, nothing's
egg it on.
stopping you. You're
egg it on.
just gaslighting me.
You have a microphone, and you can be like, Jakey, stop. But you sit there,
Nothing's
all
stopping
comfortable in your
your
chair,
dribble,
just being
bro.
like, yep, I'm happy that this kid's digging himself a hole.
We boys said who you want to win or who you're going for. What's the worst case? I mean, I know yours, but what's Benny's?
Worst case. Honestly, Geelong Collingwood it's a cool prospect, but I think at Geelong Collingwood, it's like, I don't really want. I like the Pies, but it's like they've had the recent success.
I think it'd just be boring. Well, that's the thing. I hate Hawthorn, but I think it would be a pretty exciting game if it's Hawthorn Collingwood or Hawthorn Brisbane. Like,
If Hawthorn are involved in the game, it's going to be a massive spectacle because they're the no 8 seed has ever won.
Yep.
And they're this young, fun team. And Jakey, I don't think could ever do another episode, honestly.
The worst case scenario would be Hawthorn coming from 8th to win a premiership, and I see like Nick Watson or Jack Ginnivan win the Norm Smith.
Oh my
I
God.
would. Nick Watson has 5 goals in
Bro,
a grand
why do I
final.
want this to happen? Why do I want this to happen? Bro, I need to find a new podcast partner. Holy shit.
Bro.
Oh, that'd be
It would
coming
be
for
absolute
you.
scenes though.
That'd be coming
it
for
would
you.
be hilarious.
That clip
I'm not
of you
budging.
saying that Hawthorn are going to lose their last 4 games is just going to go down in history.
There's still comments that
literally
roll through on
aged
that.
like yogurt.
Yeah.
Oh,
It could have been the call of the century.
couldn't. You are just ridiculous. You literally can't help yourself. You are an idiot. Stop. Put the shovel down, bro.
Hawthorn won't kick a goal in the first half this week.
My
Book it in.
God.
It won't even be down there. It
Bro,
won't even be down
I'm
there.
expecting a decent game from Guinea. He rarely has 2 bad games in a row. He's been in great form this second half of the year. Had a good game against Giants and then was basically not seen against Crom. So I reckon he could be in for a big one.
That whole forward line will be non-existent. All right?
I just want to watch a good game on Friday. Can you actually stop? I don't want it to be
Yeah.
like a 10-goal blowout.
I know. Hawthorn's going to go win by 1,000 points now. Oh, my.
Fucking
So,
hell.
no, there we go. But that would be worst case scenario. Hock
Yeah.
winning the flag from 8th spot would be heartbreaking.
that would
Oh,
be
my days. Yeah, no. Would be brutal.
Anyway, it's going to be a massive week. It's going to be a
100%.
massive week of footy. Anything else for the games?
I think we're pretty good on that. Yeah, before I kind of dig myself any more holes.
Yeah.
Probably move on.
No, fair enough.
But no, exciting week of footy. Exciting week of footy.
exciting.
Big week. Big week.
Very,
100%.
very keen. Next week, so just after, do we want to do some Brownlow chatter?
Yeah.
It's not really in-depth Brownlow chatter, but we got a few segments for the Brownlow because that's next Monday.
Yep.
So we've come up with a few things here. The best players to never win a Brownlow in the AFL. So I think a few people might know who'll be on this list, who kind of shapes this list.
Kind of the leader of this list.
But let's get into it because there's been a lot of players who just haven't won a Brownlow. And there's been a lot of questionable ones. And I've got a later thing after this.
Got some questionable ones.
So the best players to never win a Brownlow medal.
Obviously, number one, we know who it is.
Chris Grant. Chris Grant.
Cool. Yeah.
Doggies players. A few actual Doggies players on this list.
100%.
Gary Ablett Sr. Never won a Brownlow medal. Lee Matthews never won a Brownlow. Obviously, we never really saw Lee play.
I was a big Lee fan. Big Lee fan.
Ted Whitten, Mr. Football. How did Mr. Football not win a Brownlow medal?
Telling you, it's corrupt. It's corrupt.
Wayne Carey never won a Brownlow medal.
Oof.
He's like kind of seen as like some people think he's the greatest player of all time. Joel Selwood never won a Brownlow. Think how consistent he was for years.
Hey, they're tough to win.
He came second a few times. Scott Pendlebury never won a Brownlow.
Heartbreak him. It's always tough with Pendles because the longevity's there. But has he ever been the best player in the comp? Probably not. Do you reckon he's ever been a top 3 player in the comp?
Oh, it's hard to remember.
Do we reckon?
Because like even Dane Swan was the best player in the midfield for a bit there.
It's never really been his time to be like the main man. So it's tough. But hey, the longevity's there. So.
And then I've got a last one here.
Who else could there be?
Who could it be? What? No one else really comes to mind, do they? The Bont. Marcus Schlongtenpally. Marcus Bontempelli.
Expecting that.
Bro, it is criminal that he's never won a Brownlow.
It actually breaks my heart every time. Every time we mention it, a little part of me dies.
I've got a bit of PTSD from watching Brownlow medals, especially that, actually, honestly, the Ollie Wines one just cooks me. I don't think Ollie Wines has been spotted since that Brownlow medal presentation.
Never.
Last time I saw him was his speech. Actually, I didn't even watch the speech.
Nah, I turned it off.
I broke the TV.
Yeah, head was too big for the TV.
A few years ago when Lockie Neal won it and didn't even make All-Australian. Bont wrapped up every award. Just was everywhere.
It's just a piss take at this point.
Honestly,
a piss take.
That year, Dacos was leading and lost by a few votes and missed the last 6 rounds. But
look, he was probably stiff. But I've just never been haunted so much by like the last game of a round and the votes coming in.
Yeah.
And you know it's coming as well. Like it kind of gave us that false hope. And it was like, oh shit, Bont's taking the lead here. Holy crap. You might actually win a Brownlow. And then you realise Neil went for like 30 touches and a goal. And you're like, no, you just, it's just pure heartbreak.
Oh, it sucks. It sucks.
No.
But anyway, so there's some notable players. But on the back of that, I'm doing top 5 surprising and controversial Brownlow medal winners.
All right.
Okay? So, number 5. I'll just go from 5 to 1.
Yeah.
Number 5, Robert Harvey in 1997, right? This has got a little doggies story. So Chris Grant actually won it this year with 27 votes, but he was suspended for like a really soft thing. And it was the only time in his whole career he's ever been suspended. So Robert Harvey won it on 26 votes and got his, I think that was his first of his 2 Brownlow medals he won. But so Chris Grant, only time he's ever been suspended, won the Brownlow, but couldn't actually, he wasn't even there with the night.
No.
Bullshit. Anyway.
Crazy work.
Number 4, Sam Mitchell and Trent Cotchin. Are they Brownlow medalists?
Do you reckon Do you reckon they classify themselves as Brownlow medalists?
Well, they got it. They've got the
I know, but like, it'd be really odd.
Well, if you look it up, they're the 2012 Brownlow medalists.
I know, but it's just like, are they the Brownlow medalist?
Well, Job won it, but they were doing, jab.
Yeah.
Was it performance enhancing? Like, did it make him? Because he was the best player in that year, Joe Watson. I remember 2012, Joe Watson was crazy.
Yeah. But he was shooting it up. So, like, it's a tough one. It's tough. Probably don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs.
Don't do drugs. That's just a little put something out there, cover our asses.
Yeah, no, that's good. Good.
Responsible.
Yeah.
Drink responsibly. Bet responsibly. Just covering all bases.
But that is pretty controversial. It is pretty controversial.
Yeah, it's tough.
You don't really see Trent
it's just
Cotchin and
brutal.
Mitchell as Brownlow medalists.
No. Yeah. It's just, I actually forget that they are.
Yep.
But hey, they had to be good enough to be around it. So obviously, they did good enough. I think it makes it even weirder as well that it was like a joint one. Because then it's like also just like,
I know.
I don't know.
Number 3, Matt Prittis. Wasn't even All-Australian this year. 2014. This was ridiculous. So his main competitors this year was Nat Fyfe, who was suspended twice, finished on 25 votes. So I think that was 1 vote behind Prittis. And then Gary Ablett finished on 22 votes this year, but had a season-ending shoulder injury at round 16. So he finished 4 votes behind Prittis. I remember this. I couldn't believe it. I was like,
bro, this is like young Jakey. How old was I then? I was like year 4, I think. I'm just like, who the frick is Matt Prittis? What's this about?
Was he even the best midfielder on his team?
No. Like, bro, didn't even know this bloke.
He's like a Brad Shepard winning a Brownlow
Like
medal.
Ryan Gardner winning a Brownlow. That's a bit
VFL team of the year.
disrespectful to Ryan Gardner.
Sorry, Matt Prittis. Anyway, that was good from you. At number 2, I've got Adam Cooney.
Yeah.
In 2008, no one expected this. No one. He didn't even prepare a speech.
That's why he brought out the burgering.
And he was like very, very many bevs deep. And apparently it was like one of the funniest speeches. I remember he was talking about a burgering.
Yeah, well, didn't he propose
to his
with a burgering?
Wife. Yeah, with a burgering.
Yeah.
So that shows you the expectation of him going into that night. He didn't expect he was really. Apparently it was an outside chance.
Yeah.
But then his other who came second was Matthew Richardson, 34-year-old Matty Richardson.
All right, so it was just a weird.
It was a weird year.
Weird year for the Brownlow.
But apparently Gary Ablett was the favourite, and it just didn't go to plan.
Shit. Jeez.
And number 1, Shane Woden in 2000.
All right.
So the favourite was Scotty West, Doggies player. Shane Woden wasn't even in the All-Australian team this year. Not only that, 2 years after this season, he was traded, and then a few years after that, he was delisted. So Brownlow medal in 2000, not in the league in 2005. So he never reached that same potential. But apparently he was a good player, but
nothing to rave about. Jesus. What's with Doggies and just the Brownlow? It's just not our night. It's just not our night.
The night of nights is not a Doggies night.
No, it's not our night at all.
Anyway.
That's heartbreaking.
You got something for us, don't you?
Yeah, 100%. We had a bit of a laugh last night about it. We were just like we're just chirping a bit, as we do in our home state, and just having a bit of a laugh. And we thought geez, what sort of players would if you could pick them to be a car, what sort of players would there be? So I've actually put a list here together. So I've got us comparing AFL players to cars. Segment right there. If that doesn't reel you in, I don't know what will.
Oh, this is
but
good stuff.
Obviously to start us off, I think we need to start off strong, and it's not biased at all. Bont Rolls-Royce.
Yeah.
Easy Rolls-Royce of the league. If you argue with that, then I would be pretty flat.
Happy for suggestions here, Harry.
Yeah, 100% jump in.
I don't think Rolls-Royces win awards, so it's like Bont, so maybe that makes sense.
Okay.
Are you trying to hurt our feelings?
Okay, can you just turn that mic off?
No more suggestions. I went Cozzy Pickett, Ferrari, I reckon.
Yeah.
Just super
Fast.
classy, fast. Bit of bro, you just don't know what you're going to get. It's literally just the biggest, it's probably the biggest spectacle when you compare a car. Oh, bro, F1, Ferrari, flying around, Cozzy Pickett flying around.
Love it.
I like it. I like it.
Love it.
Nick Watson, Mini Cooper. So, yeah, there you go.
There was a few little suggestions. For Nick Watson.
You got thrown around.
Mini Cooper definitely was the
100%.
right one to go.
Yeah, little Hot Wheels. Yeah, pretty much all those got thrown around, but we went with the Mini Cooper. Roy Lobb, Blue MG. So this hits a little close to home for Benji, but still yet to see, apart from you, my friend, a male driving a Blue MG or
just missos driving it around.
It's and anytime a bloke is in it, it's his missus' car that he's driving for
Or
her.
someone over the age of 80.
And yeah, so Blob, Lexi, Blob's kind of riding her tails right now, and I thought that'd be a good comparison.
And Blob had blue hair.
Yeah, 100 exactly. Great call.
See, Lexi's going to be at the Brownlow.
Did see that. So she's going to she's going to get to the Brownlow before Rory Lobb does. That's impressive. Moving on, Libba, 2007 Toyota Hilux. Just a nice little ute that just keeps kicking. Yeah. You could do a road trip with it and think it's going to break down at any moment. And somehow, next minute, it's flying down and chasing down Brad Hill on the wing. Yeah, and you're like, how'd that happen? Yep. It's just very reliable.
Love it.
Sam Collins, a Ram ute. Just an absolute beast of a man.
A man mountain.
Like, out of all the blokes you see, it's just like, you look at him from the other side. I was looking on a weekend, like, little...
Big fella.
Freaking... Oh, I've just got blank of his name. Oh my God,
Logan
Brisbane.
Morris.
Yep, Logan Morris. Just little kid over there looking the other end like, shit, I have to go up against Sam Collins on the weekend. Just an absolute unit, I think, compares very well to a Ram ute.
Yep.
Riley Thilthorpe, a Hilux. Very classy. Had to be. It's just, I think it kind of speaks for himself right there. Harris Andrews, Ford Ranger.
Like it.
Yeah, not bad. Jack Inovan, Yellow Commodore. Yellow Commodore. So just chuck that in. I think everyone has a good idea of what Yellow Commodore's kind of, what you'd find on the road.
We both had a Commodore.
Yeah, but ours was grey. Silver. Oh, well, still. We were responsible Commodore drivers. Nick Dacos, a Lexus. And he just won a Lexus as well.
Lexus, yeah.
It checks out. Caleb Daniel Hyundai i30.
So this was initially Nick Watson, and then we had a Mini Cooper suggestion, thought that was probably a better pick.
Yep.
But then we had to go Caleb for the Hyundai i30.
Yeah.
Signature car rolling around. There's so many of them. Literally every second female in Australia has a Hyundai i30.
Literally, how many reckon did we see on the way here? Oh. With the green P plates on or the red P plates on. Yeah. It's crazy. Blake Hardwick's station wagon. It's nothing flashy. It's nothing flashy, but it gets the job done.
It does the job.
That's the thing. Do you feel good driving around a station wagon? Absolutely. Probably not. But it's reliable. If there's one there, I'd take it in a heartbeat.
And you take a Blake Hardwick.
Yeah, you would. Sorry. The way you said it just caught me off guard. Got me big time. But exactly. You take either of them for sure. Baz is a Tesla, I think. Mainly in the sense, so obviously it's brand new, it's flashy, everyone loves it, or very controversial though. You love it or you don't. And
I don't know many people who love Teslas.
Yeah, well, the people who have Teslas, I'm assuming, love Teslas. So there's people who love Teslas. Do we love Bailey Smith?
No.
But I'm assuming Geelong fans like Bailey Smith because he plays for him. And it also has its self-driving. Baz can kind of go do his own thing at times, I feel like. It's not fully under control at all times. So I feel like there we go, little Tesla for him. Tom Barris, Prado. So obviously we had the Prado back in the days and it was called Fat Boy McGovern. Yeah. So look, Jeremy McGovern definitely would have been in here, but I thought next best man up is Barris. He's just a big boy. Yeah, big boy taking charge. Couple more, Gorn Toyota Land Cruiser. It was always tough with Gorn. I'm trying to think what we can do, but I think we settled. Toyota Land Cruiser I think is good for him.
Big, reliable.
100%. And then finish off Hugh McCluggage BMW. Just classy, clean with the pill. Love it. Just a rock solid, very smooth drive. Smooth player. Harry doesn't like it.
When he was drafted, he was called the Rolls Royce, so maybe
probably not.
Maybe Bond can be like a Suzuki Swift or something.
That's crazy. That's crazy.
Didn't need that.
That's brutal.
That's the most good-looking Suzuki Swift I've ever seen.
Should we move on to some NFL talk?
Move on to some NFL. So, plenty happening in the AFL world, but NFL is where it's at right now.
We're into week 2. A few games going on right now. Score check. Bucks are up 14-10 on the Texans. Started third.
Yeah, so we're in week 2. Basically, week 2 is almost finished.
Yep.
We've touched on Dallas getting their first win. Brennan Aubrey being him. Philly, still the best team in the NFL. These are just a few little notes I have.
They?
Philly, they are. They are. I think the 2 best teams in the NFL are both in the NFC.
I think so too.
Really?
But I guess we'll see.
Oh, yeah. Okay, do you want to go into your...
Do you want to go with that straight away?
Yeah, just go.
Okay, here we are. So we've got a new segment here. As we're entering the NFL, I'm going to be doing my weekly power rankings, okay? So top 10 teams in the NFL. This isn't based off what the actual standings look like. This is purely based off if I reckon you are a top 10 team right now or not, okay? Coming in my number 10 spot does also depend on if they win today, but I've got the Buccaneers at 10, all right? I think they're still super rock solid. I like their defense. Love Baker Mayfield, and Emeka Ibuka looks like a hidden gem.
Yep.
Number 9, I've got the Washington Commanders. Cruised through week 1 against the Giants. Tough week against the Packers, but the Packers look legit. I still think they'll be a high-quality team and will find themselves in the playoffs. At 8.
Wait, who did you have? Sorry, 9?
9, Commanders.
Oh, Commanders. Yeah.
At 8, did not think I'd be putting them here. And everyone knows if you check my fantasy name, you'd know I don't like them. But I've got the Indianapolis Colts. They might be good. I am not kidding. This defense looks rock solid. Danny Dimes is dropping balls. I'm not saying that they might be a playoff team by the end of the day, but this is power rankings right now, and they are playing like a high-quality football team. All right?
This is the first and last time we do this.
Bro, okay, give me an explanation on what the Colts have been doing bad right now.
They're not a top 10 team in the league.
Right now they are.
Daniel Jones is your quarterback.
This is power rankings.
It's eventually going to go pear-shaped.
Exactly, but this is power rankings. This is weekly rankings. This isn't saying who I think will be in the playoffs. This is saying who is a top 10 team right now. And they are a top 10 team right now. They're 2-0 for the first time since like 2006. I think it's respectable that the Colts can be in the top 10 right now.
You're going to give me an aneurysm, honestly.
Sorry, you're just not watching the Colts. Just not watching the Colts. I think they deserve. They are playing high-quality football. Coming in at number 7, I've got the LA Chargers. Obviously, they haven't played either. They start at 12 o'clock today, but I think they beat up on the Chiefs in that first week. Obviously, got a bit closer than usual, but they had the game under control at all times. Herbert in for an MVP year. 6, bounce-back week. The Detroit Lions. They showed again the offense isn't going anywhere. The defense still might not be as good as it was last year, but the offense is still elite. They've got the best weapons in the game. Jameer Gibbs, Amon-Ra St. Brown went crazy. And the O-line is obviously getting retweaked right now, but I think it will be good enough for them to hold up. So they're at 6. At the Rams, at 5, I've got the LA Rams. Just elite. Just elite. Matthew Stafford, if you give him time in the pocket, he's going to slice and dice you, which he did against us. The defense is young and quick and explosive, so love it. And a Sean McVay team is just always going to be goated. Moving into the top 4. At 4, I've got the Baltimore Ravens. Look, they could have easily won week 1 and found themselves even higher on this list, but obviously they blew it out, and it's hard to fully trust them at times, but they got arguably the best quarterback in the league. I think they have possibly the best running back in the league, apart from Saquon Barkley and Derrick Henry. The man's a weapon, and I just like what we see out of him. And the defense is always going to be solid. At 3, I've got the Buffalo Bills. All right, Josh Allen has to put on his cape, though. It is concerning, but I still think they got the win over the Ravens. They've done enough. Took the piss out of the Jets yesterday. Josh Allen is him, and the Bills are a top 3 team right now. At 2, I've got the Philadelphia Eagles. I think they are the second best team in the league right now based off what we have seen. The tush push is illegal. I'm officially on it. The tush push is illegal. But they run it. No one can stop it, and they're still possibly the best roster in the league. Yeah. And then at number 1, I have the Green Bay Packers. I'm buying my stock on the Green Bay Packers. I think the defense is insane. What we saw him do week 1 and then what we just saw him do to Jaden Daniels in week 2, they are boxing him up. Micah Parsons isn't even fully fit yet. Once he's firing, they're going to be goated. And then the offense is good enough. Jordan Love's in for a big year. I like their weapons. I like what they've got there. And LaFleur is arguably one of the best coaches in the league. So there we are. So they're at 1.
So you have Daniel Jones and the Colts in the top 10 teams, and you don't have Patrick Mahomes.
Bro, they're 0-2. This is a power ranking.
2 games ago, they were in the Super Bowl.
This is a power ranking. How can I put them in the top 10 if they haven't won a game? It's a power ranking.
That's so
weekly.
dumb. That's so
weekly.
dumb.
Are they a top 10 team right now, the way they're playing?
Record.
No, but it's based off what you're putting out there. They're not playing good football.
You think the Colts are a better team than the Chiefs?
I'm saying right now they are playing better football.
Oh, my God.
I can't just grab it.
This will be a ridiculous list if it's like you're basing it just on the strictly week to week.
No, but it's going off who's playing good football. The Chiefs are not playing good football. The defense isn't as good as last year, and the offense hasn't been good for 3 years.
Oh, Jesus.
Seriously.
Yeah, but 2 games ago, they were in a Super Bowl.
Give me one reason why the Chiefs are a top 10 team this season.
Patrick Mahomes.
And he's not even playing good football.
He's not one of the best quarterbacks and coaches in the league.
How's their offense been the last 2 years?
Yeah, not great.
And now the defense doesn't look as good this year.
They've literally won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, I'm saying, that's last year.
Okay, I'm just saying, you cannot have Daniel Jones in the top 10 and not have Patrick Mahomes.
They're playing better football. They're playing better football.
I love how one of your arguments was, boy, what have they done the last 2 years? Then Ben's like, oh, they made a Super Bowl last year. But you're like, yeah, but that's the last year.
No, I'm saying their offense hasn't been good. And it's started this year as well. It still hasn't looked good. So nothing's changed in that sense. They have no Rashee Rice, no Xavier Worthy. Their running back room is a joke. Pacheco can't run the ball. Kareem Hunt's about 50. And then Travis Kelce is literally so far off it right now.
There's no argument to have Daniel Jones and the
They're
Colts
playing better football
than the Chiefs.
They're playing better football.
Okay, they've played well in 2 weeks.
And this is the based Chiefs. Off 2 weeks right now. This is the power rankings.
It's based off everything. It's based off everything, not just like 2 weeks of football. Oh yeah, Daniel.
No, but this
the Colts are a better
This
team
is what we're seeing right now, and the Colts look better right now. They're putting a better performance out there right now.
This is dumb.
Bro, I'm high on the Chiefs, and they'll probably make the playoffs. I don't think they'll win the division this year, but they are not as good as what we've seen, and I think they're off to a rough start. The offense doesn't look good. We're waiting for that explosive offense to come back. I don't think it ever will. And the defense is taking a step back.
Their offense didn't look good all year last year, and they won 14, 15 games?
Yeah, because the defense was so good. The defense hasn't looked strong so far this year.
Who do the Colts have next week?
They've got
Tennessee.
the Titans, so they'll probably beat us.
Okay.
They'll probably beat us.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if they'll beat you, but I reckon there's a high likelihood that this is the first and last time you have the Colts in this list.
Hey.
Actually, you know what? They might go higher because this list is just ridiculous.
I hope they don't get back into this list. But I can't just pick all the best teams and the teams with the big names. They're not playing good football. They've been a shit start to the year. The Colts are playing good football. I hate the Colts as much as I hate the fucking Hawthorn Hawks, but they are playing good football.
Oh, God.
Okay?
So what you've done is you basically, these are the best teams in the league.
The Colts are
That's what you're expecting, though. You're expecting. That's what you're expecting, though. You're expecting, the Chiefs are the Chiefs, so they have to be in there. They are not playing like a top 10 team right now.
Who's most likely to win a Super Bowl, Colts or Chiefs this year?
Obviously, Chiefs have a better standard.
There we
but
go.
I'm saying, but that's because they've won it in the past. Right now, though, they are not playing good football.
It's just it's a naive and dumb to just put the Colts in after 2 games with Danny fucking Dimes.
I think you got to show them respect.
Okay, show them respect. Okay, put them at 10. But if you're not going to have the Chiefs in there at all, that is ridiculous. 3 games ago, they were in the Super Bowl.
Yeah, and that's also about 8 months ago.
Yeah,
a lot can change. Look at their team.
Everything.
They are beaten up. They literally don't have a receiver.
If that's
they don't have a running back.
Okay, well then we can expect from this list it's just going to be week by week whoever wins.
No,
and that's it.
It's obviously going to change, but it's also what we're seeing. Have you watched a Colts game?
Have
you watched a Colts game?
Did you have San Fran in there?
No, I don't have San Fran in there.
Arizona?
They're not a top 10 team. No, Arizona.
So Indiana are better than these teams?
Yes, right now they are.
Okay.
We see Indiana as a joke because it's Daniel Jones at the head of the realm. He is playing good football. The defense looks elite.
And you had Indiana over Washington.
Bro, he just took on the Denver Broncos that have been scouted as the best defense in the league. They were one of the best defenses last year, and he dropped dimes on them everywhere and tore them apart.
It's 2 games, bro.
Yeah, but that's what we got to go
you
off as well.
You are overreacting.
It's the power rankings.
But Washington were just in the NFC Conference Final, and you're saying that this team is better than them?
Right now, they are playing better football. Right now.
This show's lost all credibility.
It is crazy. I don't understand how.
I just don't think you can have much backing here.
No, I hope the Colts aren't that good, but you got to show respect to the way they are playing. They're off to a great start to the year. I'm not basing this off last season. This is a fresh start for every team. What we have seen so far, that's why Green Bay is at the number 1 spot, because their defense is looking better than the Eagles. The offense is looking better than the Eagles. You have to go off what we've seen so far, and the Colts are playing good football and have earned the right to be in the top 10. All right?
Okay.
And we can't disrespect him because Daniel Jones is their quarterback. Yes, he's been freaking dog shit since he's come into the league.
So funny
but they're off to a good start.
Just you having a Daniel Jones-led team in a top 10 and Mahomes and the Chiefs are not. And you have them over Washington.
You're so caught up on what the Chiefs have been, Right now, they're not playing good football. Would you say they are a top 10 team right now?
I would just love to come back to this in a month and just...
And we could. The Chiefs could literally be in the top 5 by then. Right now, they are not a good team. I'm not going to put them in there if they're 0-2 and have played like shit.
Okay. There's no changing.
Way you can watch them right now.
There's no changing your mind. We were going to touch on more NFL stuff, but Jakey just decided to just make the shittest list in human history.
It is good. You're tripping.
Anyway, we should wrap it up there. Wrap it up on a big note. Yeah?
No.
I didn't realize you love the Colts so much.
Bro, I hate the Colts.
Bro,
that's why
you just kept talking about them.
That's why I hate the Colts so much. But I'm saying that's why I had to show them their respect. They are playing good football.
Well, you obviously don't. You actually do like them.
No, I actually had my fantasy names. Fuck the Colts.
Yeah, well, Obviously
Bro,
not.
I hate them, but they are playing good football and you got to show them some respect.
Okay.
All right.
Okay.
This power rankings isn't going to be completely based off, oh my God, the Chiefs are in the Super Bowl, so they have to be a top 10 team. Right now, they're not playing like a top 10 team. This could change next week. The more and more we see from these teams, so far I'm seeing that the Colts are actually a good side and could make a bit of noise in the AFC.
I think it's a bit silly.
They just beat the Denver Broncos, who I was super high on coming into this year.
A little bit silly.
Hey, you can think that. They might be out next week. Who knows? They might shit the bed.
We got to wrap up. Anyway, this has been a pleasure as usual. Great to chat NFL. That might be the first and last time we see that list because that was abysmal.
So far off.
Kidding, of course. I'm actually now keen to see this every week. And we got to come up with a name for the list.
Yeah.
Definitely. Jakey's
never missed.
Jakey's shit list.
Jakey's never missed lists. Okay.
Alrighty. Thank you for tuning in. Massive weekend of footy coming up. Tune in next week to our footy app covering everything prelim, previewing the grand final, and tune into our Beyond the Dribble clip episode this week. But as always, thanks for tuning in, squad.
We out.